Good morning. Welcome back to the media box of the Congress of Local and Regional Authorities on the occasion of the 23rd plenary session in Strasbourg. Today I have two guests in the media box who were yesterday involved in a report, two co-rapporteurs on Azerbaijan. The report on Azerbaijan was one of the, I would say, most critical, most polarizing debate this week, probably. What do you think of, if you would have to describe the major issues of this report, what are the major issues of this report?
Well, for us it was a great concern that since the last monitoring visit in Azerbaijan, it was 2003, we made many recommendations by then, and when we looked at those recommendations, if they were fulfilled or not, we found out that they have hardly fulfilled any recommendation, and this was a big concern of us, just to point it out here and say this is not the way it works, because if you sign the charter you have to know what to do, and you have to know your aims and your issues you have to fulfill. This was the first thing. The second thing was that when we were there, we saw this overlapping structure. On the one side, we have elected bodies. They are called municipalities. I say they are called municipalities because they have there's a lack of finance resources, as well as a lack of power, strength. And on the other side, we have the appointed bodies. They are called executive authorities. They are appointed by the president. They have financial resources. They have power. So therefore, municipalities have hardly a chance to succeed in the view of the people there. So this is a very, very important thing for us.
Okay, Mr. Wienen, coming from Holland, you were quoted by saying yesterday that we can speak hardly of any kind of local democracy in Azerbaijan. This is a very strong assessment and quasi non-existence. What do you mean by that in concrete terms?
There are several things. The first point is that the lack of financial resources is so severe that they cannot do anything. The total budget for the municipalities in Azerbaijan is €3 per inhabitant. So if you have a municipality of 2,000 people, you have a budget of €6,000. That is really nothing. And you can do nothing. So we have democracy, but you have to elect a municipality in which the council has no powers and no money. And there is also a local government nominated by the president who has overwhelming power and overwhelming money. So this is not democracy. This is really not the way in which we have to organize local government.
Mrs. Mosler-Törnström, the report implies also now recommendations, new recommendations, I would say. So again, what are you now in your report recommending the Azerbaijani authorities to improve the situation?
Well, first of all, we also recommend finally to elect a mayor in the capital city of Baku. Baku is the only city in Europe who has not an elected mayor. Then we recommend that they raise the financial resources for the municipalities so they have a chance to work, they have a chance to prove that they can fulfill the local self-government. But furthermore, we recommend to make a post-monitoring visit, because it's very, very important that we have a mid-term visit just to work together to improve the democracies there, and we would like to welcome the Minister of Justice here at the next session, so we can discuss in the plenary with the Minister of Justice the recommendations, the points they should be fulfilled. And third of all, I think by myself and as well as my co-rapporteur thinks that it's very important to go there and make a kind of a seminar, education together, put together the know-how and look how we could step by step come to a good result in a few years.
Thank you.
Yeah, if I can adjust something to it, I think that we need a real discussion with the Azerbaijan authorities that they do have now two kinds of local governments. One is the democratic one with no powers, and one is the more authoritative one nominated by the president. And what we need is that there will be a transfer to go to give real power and money to the elected body. And if that happens, and if they want to discuss it and to make progress in it, I think that will be really very important to have real local democracy in Azerbaijan. And we want to help them because I see they have created municipalities, and now we have to discuss what does it mean if we have these elected bodies. Then they also must have the priority. And I hope that we can go on in this way.
Thank you, co-rapporteurs. And thank you. We are back soon with the Congress Media Box.